Hey guys, look what I have here. What is this? A purple B.C.Rich? No, this is something called a Mako. Let's take a look at it. This is a copy of a B.C.Rich guitar. And now I don't want to offend anybody when I talk about the name of this model. In the late 70s, B.C.Rich designed this body style and called it the Bich. Now they spell that word without the T, and it's not in reference to the derogatory term. Mako called this guitar their model TR-2, but it is clearly an identical copy of the B.C.Rich Bich. This flat area right here was made for the extra tuners. When B.C.Rich first made this guitar, they made it to be a 10-string guitar. It would have the 6 regular strings with the tuners on the headstock like normal, but then it would have the 4 extra harmony strings like a 12-string would have right down here, and the tuners would be on this flat part. We have 2 different types of knobs, 3 toggle switches, and a main toggle. We've got a rosewood fretboard. I think you'd call that a hockey stick style headstock with 6 inline tuners, and this exposed truss rod. Alright. We've got Grover tuners. And I love this neck through heel. Alright, the strap button is right here in the middle. Looks like there was at one time a strap button up here on the upper horn. We've got some scratches here. And of course, with all pointy guitars, you're going to have banged up nicks on the corners. Here's the notes the owner of the guitar gave me with the guitar. So this big black one is the pickup selector. And then the 3 toggle switch, this one is supposed to be coil tapping. The second one is a phase reversal for the bottom pickup only. And the third is supposed to be a boost. We'll check these out. But first we'll take a look inside. I use this tape to keep the screws straight. I wonder how much of this is stock, how much is some previous owner's project. You know what, after poking around and cleaning it up, I see someone must have really experimented with where they wanted the strap buttons. Because I see a hole here in the upper horn and also in the bottom horn. And then down here on the bottom corner as well. The strap is perfectly comfortable with the strap button right here. And of course on the back horn where it should be. I wonder where they were originally placed. Don't worry guys, I'm going to do a sound test, let you guys hear what all these toggle switches, bells and whistles sound like, at least through my little custom amp and through the speakers of your laptop or your mobile device. But first let's continue our discussion on the Guitarchaeology of the Mako. I was surprised to learn that Mako was created by the Kaman Corporation, the company I know for the round back guitars, Ovations, and Applauses. The Mako was created by them in 1980. Now this guitar has no serial number, so determining the date of manufacture and location is going to be a little difficult. We know that it was made at least post 1980. I would assume that on the back of the headstock originally were a couple of gum labels, one having the serial number and one listing made in Korea. Korea is what I'm going to assume. That seems most plausible to me. The majority of the Makos were made for the Kaman Corporation by Samick in Korea. Now, there are rumors out there about earlier ones being made in Japan, and even rumors about some being made in Mexico. Those are unfounded, though. We do know for sure about the Korea connection, the Korean connection. And this guitar just feels like other guitars that I've played from the era that were made in Korea. So that's going to be the most logical choice that I'm going to guess. Another clue that we have is the Grover tuners. I know that some later models came stock with Grover tuners. We also have the headstock logo to look at. There are a couple different logo styles. One was more script looking. Also, the model, it says T-Series TR-2. There were some other ones that said Traditionals TR-2. I think later it was changed from Traditionals to the T-Series. So anyone else out there who's watching this has owned a Mako before, please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what you've learned about it, from the original use of the toggle switches, different headstock styles and indicating different dates of manufacture, and even the original placements of the strap buttons. Now I'll noodle around the guitar a little bit, let you hear some sound samples, and then I'll finish the video with some examples I've scoured from the depths of the internet. Alright, let's start with clean and the bridge. The neck. Alright, here's the coil tapping knob on the neck. Tapping off. Fade. There's the boost. Yeah, you hear that? Can't really hear anything on the boost when it's distorted.